Hello, welcome back to Learning to Live Life on a Budget. My name is Millie and hi. So I just quickly wanted to say, if you've watched my last few videos, I'm sorry if the quality wasn't that great. It had been a bit of a day and I did quite a few videos in a row and my camera wasn't in the best position and you couldn't see everything clearly, and I'm really sorry for that. Today's not going to be much better camera wise because I'm going solo. Woo! Today is a meal plan and food haul. Say hello to Moo. She's come to get involved. So I am filming using my hand, so swap hands. Hello, only one hand at a time. So it's not going to be great. I'm just going to talk through with you my process for meal planning and working out what I spend, and then what I've spent and what I got for my money, because oh look, we have the older one. This is Fraser. They're all coming to get involved. Right, so basically the Budget Mum Paycheck Workbook does have a meal plan in it on the last page of the month. So if we fly to that, nope, I lied, 2 pages in from the end, and I write a meal plan for the whole month. So as you can see, I've written down different meals here. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry about that, attack of the cats. It was dinner time, nearly, so they got fed a bit early. So this is my monthly meal plan for May. I haven't dated the days. I've written in the weekdays to kind of give me a guide. So obviously Sunday roasts are a theme in our house. But I have highlighted them different colours. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4, because I might buy something and cook it in week 1 and then we don't end up eating it in week 2 for whatever reason, so I can roll it into week 3. So rather than say on this day, on the 16th, I'm going to have fish fingers and chips for dinner, I've kind of left it sort of free flowing, because obviously I planned this meal plan in April. It's kind of hard to know. So I have done my highlighted colours for this week, well, the next 2 weeks, because this is a 2-week meal plan, and then I've written them out on this laminated sheet that I put on my fridge with fridge magnets, and then because it's laminated I can just wipe it off, a bit like in the shops you can often find paper meal plans that you tear off and throw away after that week. So for week 1 I have said takeaway tonight. This is Friday, so tonight I have money in my eating out budget, but me and my daughter both really fancied like steak, chips and salad. It's been like 25 degrees where I am today. It's been really nice. We don't really want something like really filling or anything. We want something quite light but quite nice and treat. And I did manage to get in yellow sticker items beef steaks. They were like, it was like, they're only thin frying ones, but they were like £2 or something like that. So we're going to have that tonight. So takeaway will be a meal that will roll over to another night. Again, I've put the meals on certain days, but it's quite fluid, so I might have fish fingers and chips tomorrow night instead. The idea is it's just a guide, this meal plan, and yeah, I have it as a guide, but I also have a couple of backup meals. So I always have pasta, cartons of like tomatoes to make a quick sauce. I always try and keep chips or potatoes to make into chips, or fish fingers or chicken nuggets and things like that around, so that I have a spare meal to make if needed. So tonight was going to be takeaway, but that's not anymore. We're being good and not having a takeaway. Then I've got Swedish meatballs and cauliflower cheese mash. It's a pinch of nom recipe. It's not currently on their website. It's in their book. I want to say the quick and easy one, but I'm not sure. Roast chicken dinner on Sunday. Fish fingers, chips and salad on Monday. Tuesday, spaghetti bolognese. Wednesday, Chinese chicken and broccoli with rice. It's a pinch of nom recipe again. And then Thursday, hot dogs and chips. And because it's a 2-week meal plan, Swedish meatballs, spaghetti bolognese, Chinese chicken and broccoli, and hot dogs and chips are being rolled into week 2. So tomorrow, Saturday, I am going to, hopefully all going well, because I've had a headache all day and I just don't want it to develop into a migraine. You know, when you can feel it throbbing and you're just like, no. I'm going to cook all of these big meals like Swedish meatballs, spaghetti bolognese, Chinese chicken. Oh, so I've only got 3 to make. I'm just going to have a cook-a-thon tomorrow, and then I will freeze them, portion them out and freeze them, so that I just need to microwave it on the day of week 2 or later on in week 1. So week 2 is Friday, Swedish meatballs and mash. Saturday, hot dogs and chips, because the hot dogs are in a jar. So once the jar's open, it can only keep for a few days in the fridge. Sunday, roast gammon. Monday, spaghetti bolognese. Tuesday, burgers and chips. So burgers I already had in. Again, they were a yellow sticker item from I think about a month ago, and they've been in the freezer. And I paid like, I think it was under £2.50, somewhere between £2 and £2.50 for sort of 6 burgers, fresh patties, and then I just froze them. Then the leftover Chinese chicken and broccoli on the Wednesday, and then finish off the meal plan for the 2 weeks with pizza, chips and salad on week 2. So the shopping I've done today is for all main meals. And then in week 2, I'll have a little bit of food shopping money to get sort of like extra bits like milk, bread, salad bits, fruit, things that expire quickly that you eat on a regular basis. So I don't really plan breakfasts and lunches because we are a main meal household. We love our main meals. My daughter now gets free school meals at lunch, so she has the option to take something from here or use something there. We also have options for breakfasts, but we do it as sort of what have we got in the house to have that day sort of thing. I don't really plan it. This is quite fluid. We have a plan, but it's quite fluid. I could have any one of these dinners on any one of the nights, but so I don't really see the need to plan this. It works for some people, planning what they're going to have each day. Sometimes I'll think, oh, I'm going to have this day and then that the next day. It really depends. I have bought snacks, but I have planned 2 snacks that I'm going to make from scratch. So cheese and bacon turnovers, bacon in puff pastry with cheese in it. I think I can make 4 or 6. Might be 8 actually. I'm not sure with the amount of puff pastry I've bought. And then I could freeze them if we want to roll some into week 2. If we eat them all in week 1, we eat them all in week 1. But it's also something that I think the puff pastry was like, it was under £2 and the bacon was just under £2. So I could take £4 from next week's budget if I wanted to make them again, or if I want to make something different. And then homemade Scotch eggs. I make big Scotch eggs out of boiled eggs, and I put mince around them. And because we're having mince a couple of times for Swedish meatballs and spaghetti bolognese, I just thought, hey, and the Swedish meatballs have beef and pork mince, so it's quite an expensive meal. So I kind of want to make the most of having both minces, because I'll do pork, Scotch eggs and beef. So I have got my shopping list and my shopping to show you. But I just wanted to quickly say that what I already have from the main meals, so this doesn't include things like teas, coffees, I've got some crisps, you know, I bought bits for the cats, but I already have like stuff for the cats. So when you see that I've only bought 6 tins of cat food for 3 cats over a 2-week period, don't panic. I already have 16 tins in the house. I might have more than that, and I have loads of biscuits and things like that. So what I already have for my main meals, soft cheese is used to make the Swedish meatball sauce, and I already have that, and I've estimated all these prices of what it would be to buy in the shop. So if you like what you see and you think, oh, I want to do something similar, and I show you the price of my food shopping, this would be added expense, but I already had it in, making it more affordable to do this. So soft cheese is for the Swedish meatballs sauce. Mince is a large pack, 750 grams, to do basically with Tesco's online. I haven't been able to get fresh mince from there. I was finding it very hard. They always go out of stock if it's in the basket and then it goes out, but in store they had it. So I bought it where I went over budget in last week's shop. If you watch my budget with me's, this is part of the reason why, because I spent £4.50 on mince for this week because I couldn't get it on my online shop. But it then meant that I put more in my basket on my online shop rather than paying it back. But yes, potatoes I already have in the house. I have about 1 kilo, and I would estimate it to be about £1 depending on where you shopped. Frozen mixed veggies, so that's like peas and sweet corn, carrots, the mixed bag of veg, but it also includes things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, parsnips. I reckon I have about £3 worth, maybe £3.50, because I have a big chest freezer over there that I store everything in. Fish fingers, £1.50. I've got an unopened pack. A packet of spaghetti, value brand, is about 20p. It might have gone up, I'm not sure. I had loads of spaghetti and pasta, so we're eating through it all. Herbs and spices for different recipes, I reckon it was about £2.50 if you was to go and buy them all. Bag of rice, about £1. I have rice, I have about 2-3 bags of rice, so I need to eat more of it. I do have a bag of oven chips. I do tend to make or try to make my chips from scratch. I'm very lazy. I just wash a potato and I slice it and I put it in the oven and wait, and then it's done. So yeah, burgers, like I said, for the whole thing would have been £2.50, but I think there was like 6 in the pack. So I'll let you guys do the maths on that one. Gammon, we're having gammon steaks on our roast, and I had them in the freezer already. They've been in there for a while, so they need eating, so about £2. And then burger buns I've put for £1. So let me tell you what I've spent, and then I will take you to see the shopping. So in total, I spent £97.38. That's for everything, including delivery. So I spent £3 on delivery. I took it out of the travel budget because I currently don't have a car, so it wouldn't be, well, it would be a fuel expense if it was a car. I would just put fuel in and go. But if I went to the shops, I'd have to get a taxi home or a bus. And so that would come out of my travel budget. So I've done the same for delivery, just so that it means that I can get more groceries rather than take it out my grocery budget. £5.60 on health and wellness. That is on paracetamol. I got the cheaper boxes and I'm hoping that they will be okay. I'm sure they say they're all the same strength, so we'll see. And then I spent £12.10 on cat's bits. So they're bits that aren't included in my grocery shop. Also, I just want to say with Tesco's, the reason why I like them is because I've earned 98 points for my £97 spend on my club card, which I saved towards Christmas shop. And I also got a price match refund because they substituted the gherkins and I bought some penne pasta, and the ones they subbed it for was more expensive, so they gave me my money back. And also with Tesco's, if you sign up and have a club card, you get club card deals. So I saved 95p with club card savings. But sometimes it's a lot more. Sometimes things have like £2-3 off, so it works out. But normally if I had a car, I would go to Aldi. Sorry, Tesco. But yeah, so that's what, 12, 15, 70, £20.70 of this £97.38 went towards other areas that wasn't groceries. But I have broken down my groceries for you. I was just kind of a little bit interested because I've gone back to groceries, whereas before I had food and household. And this month I've changed my categories slightly with health and wellness as well. So groceries was £76.68, which is under budget, which is fantastic because my budget is £80. £5.16 of this went on to toiletries. And then... sorry, my phone came up. Someone was ringing me. So of my groceries, it was £76.68. £5.16 of this went towards toiletries and cleaning. And then for food, I didn't even write the food total. So my whole food total would have been 76, take away 5 is 71. £71 and 52 pence. Check out that mental maths on a Friday evening or afternoon. So £71 for food. £45.71 I spent towards meals, but remember I had all of this already in, so I don't know how much this would have come to. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. We're just going to say a rough 21 because I've rounded up some of the pence and down others. So yeah, this whole meal plan of the dinners only that I've shown you came to £66-ish. Is that good for 2 people for 2 weeks? That works out at £33 a week and £16.50 a head per week. So it's not too bad. And if you was a single person, you could probably roll those meals out over 4 weeks, or do a set of meals over 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks, and then have a backlog and have a month where you just eat what you've frozen. Or different things work for different people, but basically I'm cooking for 4 and eating it twice. So yeah, 45.71 went towards meals, and then 25.81 was spent on, it says snacks. It's not just snacks, it's other bits. So like my fruit, my veg, milk, crisps, biscuits. You'll see it all in a minute, but that's what it went towards. So I am going to, it's going to feel like a blink of an eye to you, but I'm just going to pause you, get the bits that were frozen out the freezer, and then take you over from my dining table into the kitchen to see what I got for my money. Right, so I'll start you off with my things that weren't part of my grocery budget. So this is what I spent £12.10 on for the cats. They normally get ordered from Pets at Home, not in the normal food shop, but Pets at Home weren't delivering, so I just topped up on a bit of cat litter for them. It's only the cheap brand at, like, I think it was £2 a bag, just to see them over. A few tins just because I don't want them to run out, and I will just keep an eye on Pets at Home for when things come back in stock to get them delivered. Oh dear me. And then just some cat biscuits. They all eat senior cats. Only one of my cats is technically a senior. I think senior, sorry, that's noisy. It starts from the age of 7. But the other 2 are 2 and 5, and senior has more nutrients in them. I don't know if that's wrong. If it's bad for them, then please let me know. But I really want the older boy to get what he needs, or more of it. He needs it more, and they would eat each other's food anyway. There's no separating. They all need to eat the same, or something different. Then so that's £12. 10, and then this is my that's not, hang on, let's do health and wellness. So these are what I've been buying. I normally get a different brand, but it's much more expensive. I normally get Panadol Extra. They're basically dissolvable paracetamol. I find it works a lot better than taking tablets. I take a lot of tablets every day anyway, so I don't really want to take paracetamol constantly, because if I don't have a migraine, I have a headache, and I take migraine meds on top of this. This is just day to day keeping me going. So yeah, there's 16 there. I will probably need to get more of this, but this isn't from my grocery budget either. These 3 here are from my grocery budget. It was £5.16 on toiletries and cleaning. So kitchen roll, I really wish I could cut this from my budget, but it's just so handy for cleaning cat litter trays. Toilet rolls, we have toilet rolls, and it's just topping up. And we've got loads of soap and cleaning stuff, so we just needed some more shampoo. And we really liked one from Aldi, but I am not going to Aldi anytime soon, so we've got this one, which we used to use before anyway. Next is on to the extras, snacks, whatever you want to call it. It's not part of our meals, our evening meals, but it's stuff we have in the house. So this is a little addiction of mine. I've cut right back could easily drink 1 litre to 2 litres a day. It's so bad for you, and it's absolutely wrecked my gums and teeth and probably my guts and everything else. I hate to think, but I'm just cutting it back, and it's cans, so I drink less. Because if I open a bottle, you just keep drinking. I've got my fruit, oranges, bananas. We have got quite a bit of fruit in the bowl anyway, and in the fridge. Sugar for teas and coffees. We also got hot chocolate. It's the cheapy brand, but my daughter drinks it and she quite likes it. But we do sometimes get options hot chocolate when it's on offer. Milk, chocolate spread, mayo. My daughter loves mayo. I'm a ketchup girl, but I do like mayo as well, but my daughter is mayo all the way. And I think we only have 1 jar left, and for 2 weeks I just thought I'll get another one. Marge, things like radishes and spinach we really like in our salads. I have more salad stuff, but I have put it into my main meal category because some of the meals say we have salad with them. So I have just put basic salad stuff in there, and this is like extra salad stuff. I don't know what everyone has in their salads, but for me a basic salad would be lettuce, cucumber. Yeah, like a little side salad. None of our meals are like mainly salads, so it's mainly side salads that we've got, but these are we really like, but they are an added extra, so I chucked them in this pile. In our extras bit, here are the treaty bits. So we've got a pack of Cheetos. We have still got crisps in the cupboard, so I just got a 6-pack. And I'm also trying to be good and lose weight, so I don't need too much temptation. But my daughter, she likes the really flaming hot ones, I think, and the steak ones as well. But you can't beat a cheese puff. Chocolate bourbons and chocolate digestives. These are quite cheap, they're quite handy. I've got a big biscuit jar, it's empty. We like to snack on these in the evening. We might have a cup of tea and a biscuit, me and my daughter. Twix fingers. I think these were on Club Card special as well, so I wouldn't normally get something like this, but it was on special and we fancied a bit of chocolate. And then our puff pastry and our bacon ready to go. So then in between, oh yes, and then frozen wise, I've got a bag of perfectly imperfect mixed berries. Sorry, that makes a horrible noise. They're all different sizes. You've got strawberries and that. So I thought either to flavour water, or maybe next week I'll get some yogurt or ice cream or something, and that can go in that. And that's in the extra section. It's new. We've never bought this before, so I'm going to try it. I also have 2 lots of eggs. Eggs are like in between. They're part snacky extra, and then they're part meals as well, because I think I'm going to need eggs in the meatballs. And I think I might be actually 1 egg maybe, or 1 yolk in the meatballs. But yeah, no, we got 2 boxes, and I will probably, we eat a lot of eggs. I like boiled egg just sliced up as a snack. So yeah, egg household. Right, so frozen wise, in the meat, so we come on to the main meals, which I spent £45.71. I'm going to do a quick scan. Close your eyes if you get dizzy easily, but this is everything we've got. It feels like quite a lot on my counter, and it felt like, so normally if I do a Tesco order, it's normally for 1 week, and I normally only get like 3, maybe 4 crates, and he had like 7 I think today. I was like, wow, like can't see him behind all the delivery crates. But we do have a lot in, and I'd say we're eating quite nice meals. So I feel like it's for 2 weeks, for 2 people, this could be quite good. So I've got frozen cauliflower. I wanted fresh. I do eat frozen vegetables. This is mainly to make cauliflower mash. Yeah, and I might try cauliflower rice, maybe, depending on how I feel on the day. Just because I'd like to try and see how I do without carbs. But rice is normally okay for me, but maybe like cauliflower mash, or just to bulk out mash or something like that. Yorkshire puddings for roast dinners. It's 50p for 15. They are nice, but they're tiddly ones. They're not very big at all. And then I got Tesco's cheapy pizza. This is like one of my all-time favourite pizzas. It was 66p, this pizza. Like, it's really nice. The base is really nice and it's soft. It doesn't go, as for a thin and crispy, it doesn't go really hard. So I really love it. It's like one of my favourites, and we'll half share it. So then I've got things like sweet potatoes to make homemade chips, baking potatoes for baked potato at lunchtime if we fancy it, and also chips. I don't know whether you're meant to chip bacon potatoes, but I kind of just use everything for everything. I got more onions, and then on reflection I've looked in the fridge today and thought, don't really need more onions, but we've got them if needed. I use onions in a base for a lot of my meals. So something like the spag bowl will have I'll use a basic veg mix of onion, garlic, carrot, celery. The spag bowl I'll chuck a pepper in as well, which I have got in the fridge. It's not in this food shop. I forgot to mention it on stuff I had. But what I'm trying to think of a meal that I would cook that wouldn't necessarily... I'd put like onions in curry, or it'll go into the Swedish meatball sauce. I'd also put it in the Chinese chicken and broccoli. Like, I basically put onions in everything. And garlic. A lot of garlic. So yeah, then I've got cartons. This is the passata that I use to make pasta sauces. It's just basically... doesn't even make a sound, it's just basically filled with tomato juice. And then I put mixed herbs and a stock cube in it, which I already have. And like mixed herbs, I think Aldi sell them for like 49p now. Yeah, and then I treated this into Finest gravy, chicken gravy. We do have cheaper gravy granules, but this is like, I think it was £1. Let's have a look if I can see it. It was under £2, so I just thought, you know what, we'll have some nice gravy. It was £1.50, and so it was a treat. Jazz up our chicken roast dinner, because we love a whole chicken roast dinner, and we haven't had one in ages. Pickles, they go in our hot dogs, and also we like them in salads and stuff. Pickled gherkins. These hot dogs are absolutely ginormous. Look at that. Almost up to my elbow. Massive. I wasn't expecting that. That's what you get with online shopping, isn't it? Giant hot dogs. Some allspice. I think that's for Swedish meatballs. Then I ordered some extra penne because we have like 3 packs of spaghetti left, but we were running out, and I always like to have pasta in the house, because even if you just have it on its own with cheese, or just on its own completely with a bit of salt and a bit of lemon juice, like, yeah, it's always a good random meal. I've got whole chicken. I always hate buying whole chicken online because this was done by weight, and I like to see how big it is, but that's more than enough for us too. If there's leftover roast chicken, then I'll make bubble and squeak the next day, instead of, what did I have planned? Fish fingers and chips. So that's why I like doing whole chicken. Meat wise as well, I bought some 5% fat beef mince but frozen, and it had mixed reviews online, just because the 750 grams I bought the week before, I'm not sure will be enough for everything I want to do with it. And this is a 500 gram bag. So let me know if you've had frozen mince and you've had a good experience with it, because I've always used fresh, but I thought, well, I can cook the meals, and then if I need to bulk it out, I'll just grab some of this and chuck it in. Maybe mix it fresh and frozen. And then if it's a win, I think this was only like, it might have been $3.50 for 500 grams. I don't know if that's better or worse without looking. So maybe a potential saving there. Garlic baguettes. I love the cheapy ones. Most places do them for 32p. I just feel like sometimes cheaper is better. I don't know. I'm not a big brand person, as you can tell. This is all... I think the only brand I've got here is Coca-Cola and Twix. I think the rest of it is all... Oh, and the shampoo. All own brand. Yes, it is. Red Leicester and cheddar cheese. Just the cheapy Tesco own brand ones. We do really like cheese. We'll have it on all our pastas and things like that. So this is to do the 2 weeks. I also have 2 blocks inside in the fridge. These are 400 grams a block, and it's $1.79. So it may not be like the best premium quality cheese, but we like cheese mixed in with stuff. We wouldn't sit and eat cheese on its own, but we like it with our pasta. We might put some with the meatballs in our mashed potatoes, in our sandwiches. So we're not cheese connoisseurs, so we don't mind a bit of cheap cheese at £1.79 a block. Yes. So chicken breasts, this is for the Chinese chicken and broccoli with rice. It only calls for 2. Again, it was done on weight, so I've got 3. So I will be able to use that for something else probably. I got 2 things of pork mince. I think that's because of meatballs. I got 2 meatballs, and probably 1 for meatballs, 1 for Scotch eggs, or I'm going to make lots of Scotch eggs. Oh, I know. I was thinking of making sausage patties as well for like lunches if there was enough, because I did the meal plan and I looked at the ingredients, but I didn't write down how much pork mince I needed for the Swedish meatballs recipe. And then I was worried that I knew I didn't need a whole 500 grams, but I was worried that I wouldn't have enough to do Scotch eggs. And I thought, oh, if there's any left over, I'll make sausage patties just by mixing it with egg, a bit of flavour in, and then squishing it in your hand. I can't do it because I've got a camera in my hand. Yeah, and then you can either cook and freeze or cook and eat. Yeah, so then fruit and veg. I'll quickly just do, the only bread thing I ordered was rolls. I'm not sure they're going to be big enough for the hot dogs, but oh well, we'll have fun with that. I got a cucumber because I've already got cucumber in the fridge, and then if I need one next week I'll get more. So this stuff is sort of like stuff that I'll probably replace if needed. Tender stem broccoli is for the Chinese chicken and broccoli, but you can use normal broccoli, but this just makes it feel more stir fry because you'll have spring onions with it. And I think mushrooms are in it as well, because that's why I've got 2. Then I've got the lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, obviously for the basic salad. I don't like tomatoes, but my daughter loves them, so yeah. Broccoli, I have frozen broccoli, but I do like it fresh. I tend to always overcook my frozen broccoli and it feels a bit mushy. And fresh, I don't tend to get that. And we will use it, it won't go off. So yeah, mushrooms, spag bowl, everything else. A big bag of carrots. Carrots are great. You can just chuck them in anything basically, can't you? Or grate them in salads, or they're just, I find the 45p for a 1.5 kilogram bag. Or you can just eat them raw as a snack, you know, carrot sticks. Or I used to, when I was growing up, I had a friend that just go and grab a whole carrot out of the fridge and start munching on it like Bugs Bunny. Something that in England is just really cheap to grow, and they're imperfect carrots, which is why they're so cheap. So they're all different shapes and sizes. Some are big, some are long, some are fat, some are thin. Yeah. Carrots, celery. I have 2 things of celery. I love celery. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I'll eat it raw. I'll have it in salads. I'll chuck it in things. My daughter's not the biggest fan, so I don't put it in everything. But she will do it small in like spag bowls or stews or anything else. And then Swedes. So Swedes, I will use one mashed for roast dinner, and the other one will be used to make as chips. Really, really nice. And it will go with the sweet potato. So sorry about that. I had a teenager invasion. I wanted to know something. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. That's all my food shopping. I mean, does this look like £45? We want to eat less meat because meat is what's really expensive. And you think that mince isn't enough. And I spent £4.50 the week before on meat, and I also have frozen meat that I'm using. But I do feel like I got a healthy amount of green stuff because this is meals and salad. I do also have more lettuce in the fridge. I have I think I have a bag and then 2 other types. Yeah, so this is like a main meal thing. This is like my main shopping. And then if I go out or I go to a shop, I will check out the yellow sticker items, which is how I ended up with like the beef steaks I'm going to have in about an hour. And the burgers we're going to have in week 2. So let's hope that this video is interesting for you and I haven't just bored you to death if you are still watching. helps maybe keep me accountable. Like I've already said, like I could have had a takeaway tonight, but I'm not going to. I've woken up today feeling really like I want to save this week, and I'd love to like do a whole week no spending, but we'll see. That might change. It'll probably change on a day-to-day basis. Hopefully the camera angles haven't been too bad. I don't have the steadiest of hands, and I can feel my hand cramping a bit. And yeah, if you want to know any of the recipes, then let me know. A pinch of nom was for the Swedish meatballs and the spaghetti not spaghetti bolognese, for the Chinese chicken and broccoli. My spaghetti bolognese is pretty bog standard. Onion, garlic, carrot, celery, mushrooms, pepper, passata and mince. But yeah, hopefully this really helped, or helped with meal ideas. For me, this is quite feels like a luxurious meal plan. Let's get it in short. It feels like quite a nice fancy meal plan. Sometimes I might have a jacket potato, or I'll try and do a few cheaper meals, but I've tried to make it interesting so that I'll want to do it. And I've stayed within budget. So let's hope that this works out. And I'll let you know in my weekly check-ins how my meal plan is going, maybe. So I hope this wasn't too bad for you all. And yeah, I hope you're okay. I'm going to try and upload this tonight because it is Friday today. So if I have, I hope you have a lovely weekend. And if I haven't uploaded it for a few days, then I hope you had a good weekend. And I hope you have a good week. And I will see you for my weekly check-in, I think, on Thursday. All right, take care. Bye.